Alright, so all that MCU movie news out the way. We got some pretty cool stuff. So, guys, next thing I wanted to talk about was anybody who's feeling a little bit of nostalgia, and we're getting a lot of these IPs getting brought back, and we're getting remakes and redos and reboots and blah 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 blah. So we're if it doesn't have a huge name to it, a lot of times it's not even getting made. Well, news broke today that we will be revisiting the Gremlins in 2027. So today, Gremlins 3 confirmed for 2027 release. Steven Spielberg and Chris Columbus are returning to this project. So, we've been hearing rumors about a third Gremlin movie for years. That's very true. We got both of those movies in the 80s. There's always been speculation with it being such a huge and iconic franchise, and most of our childhoods. I mean, we all watched Gizmo, and Gremlins was awesome. Okay, well, guys, we're in luck. So fans have pretty much given up on the prospect of seeing Gizmo and his not quite so adorable pals on the big screen. Well, now Warner Brothers has finally announced that Gremlins 3 is officially in development and set to hit theaters on November 19th, 2027. Steven Spielberg will return as executive producer, and the original movie writer Chris Columbus is on board to direct. Along with new additions, Final Destination's Bloodlines duo Zach Lipovitsky and Adam Stein will pen the script with Columbus. There's no words on whether any of the original cast members will be back, but we'd say there's a good chance the trequel will focus on an all-new group of characters. Now, this is a statement by Chris Columbus himself. I'm filled with a tremendous surge of inspiration and passion as I embark on this cinematic journey. He said to The Hollywood Reporter, "It is an honor to reunite with Steven Spielberg and Warner Brothers as we bring this latest chapter of Gremlins to a brand new generation of moviegoers who will experience all the thrills of this grand adventure on the big screen." Few titles are as beloved and iconic as Gremlins, and we're beyond excited to bring it back for both lifelong fans and a whole new generation. That was said by Jesse Ehrman, Warner's president and development and production. It is a privilege to be working alongside Steven Spielberg, Chris Columbus, and the entire creative team, and we look forward to the audience experiencing the magic, mayhem, and the heart of Gremlins on the big screen in 2027. Now, the original Gremlins, of course, was released in 1984, and it definitely has been, just a phenomenon. I mean, just a huge pop culture phenomenon. The movie is a fairly dark Christmas set horror comedy. Introduced Gizmo, a cute creature known as Mogwai, who is capable of spawning ferocious green monsters if three very specific rules are not followed. Never get him wet. Never expose him to bright light. Sunlight will kill him. And never feed him after midnight. The film was a box office hit. Produced for only $11 million. Man, imagine if you could make a movie for $11 million nowadays. That's pretty nuts. And grossing $151 million domestically. That's nuts. They made literally $150 million profit. And then, of course, a 1990 sequel, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, followed, but the bizarre satire, which has amassed a cult following over the years, only made $41 million at the box office. So, what do you guys think of a Gremlins 3 coming, man? I mean, look, this movie was a huge part of my childhood, especially the first one. The second one I didn't really like that much, to be honest. But, man, that first one, I couldn't tell you how many times that I just ran through that movie, and watched it over and over again. Spike, I mean, was just my absolute favorite. I mean, what a good gem, man. And it's really interesting the fact that they are going to bring it back, and bring it for a newer generation. I think that's a very good idea, because I mean, these kids today, I mean, they don't know some of the great shit that we got a chance to grow up watching, man. They've only got a chance to experience these Netflix and Hulus and, all those different things, man, which is just, I feel are just so saturated compared to the way things used to be. Things used to have so much life to them and so much, charisma, and things were just so original, man. So I'm really excited for this. This is going to be a fun family fare. So I recommend for anybody who has a family out there, man, hey, man, this is a good time at the movies coming. Now, it's about it. Looks like it's going to be about 2 years from now, which, hey, good time to definitely get a good story in place. And just be able to make a good movie, man. Especially since the last one was made in 1990. Holy shit, man. That's 35 years ago. So really cool stuff, man. Let me know what you think down below. Are you excited for a new Gremlins movie? What'd you think of the original? Was it a huge part of your childhood like it was for me? Let me hear your comments down below.